The science behind NoFap and how it can help you stay free. NoFap is a community of people who have decided to abstain from pornography and masturbation. It was founded in 2011 by an American software developer called Alexander Rhodes. He created the website NoFap, a forum where people can share their experiences of abstaining from porn and masturbating. Nowadays, most people know what NoFap is, but do they understand why it was created? Well, it was created because there are many benefits to not watching porn or masturbating. For example, people who have stopped watching porn have experienced more motivation to work on their goals, improved concentration levels, and more time for other activities. The founder of NoFap, Alexander Rhodes, was asked by a friend to stop watching porn because it had become an addiction. After researching withdrawal symptoms, he created the first No Porn Challenge. In order to make the challenge more exciting and promote further awareness of the benefits of quitting porn, Rhodes suggested that people be encouraged to document their progress on YouTube. In 1 year's time, his YouTube channel had over 1 million subscribers and 3 billion video views. 10 strategies to prevent relapse for people struggling with addiction. The following are 10 strategies to prevent relapse for people struggling with addiction. Identify high-risk situations and avoid them. Engage in high-risk activities with a sober friend. Learn to say no. Join a self-help group. Practice deep breathing exercises on a daily basis. Keep practicing the skills that we learned in treatment and recovery, for example, coping skills. Avoid associating with people who use drugs or alcohol or who have relapsed into drug or alcohol use. Avoid associating with people who are not working on their sobriety issues. Attend 12-step meetings and other support groups on a regular basis. Avoid using alcohol or drugs. Work on owning your own power and making choices in a healthy, supportive environment. Panic attacks are often related to stress responses in which the sympathetic nervous system is activated, causing a rapid heart rate, the release of adrenaline, and high blood pressure. Some of the most common triggers for these responses include environmentally stressful events, for example, death of a loved one. Environmental changes. How to stay free with practical tips from experts in the field. Many people are curious about how to stay free in today's world. They want to know how they can be free of the constraints of society and the limits that others place on them. Some people think that they need to escape society, but this is only sometimes possible. There are many ways to stay free in this world, but it all starts with believing in yourself. What does it mean to be free? How do you find freedom? What does life look like when you're free? These are all questions that we may ask ourselves at some point in our lives. It's essential for us to ask these questions because not everyone will have the same answer or experience with what they mean, and being aware of this can help us understand other people better and find more joy in our own lives. Why NoFap is effective and how it can work for you too. NoFap is a movement that encourages abstaining from pornography and masturbation. It is not an addiction but can be helpful in treating one. The benefits of NoFap include improved mental health, increased energy levels, better focus, and improved relationships with others. Contrary to what many people believe, pornography is not a harmless pastime. In fact, it can be destructive to relationships and cause sexual shame and disinterest in other activities that can lead to feelings of dissatisfaction. And, as any recovering porn user will tell you, masturbation does not satisfy the same way porn does. Pornography is a problem because it's an addictive and obsessive behavior that compels users to seek out new, more extreme sexual material. I'm afraid I have to disagree with the author. Just because someone is addicted does not make them stupid or incapable of making healthy choices in their life. Addiction is not an excuse for poor choices or self-destructive behaviors, but it does provide insight into why these activities are harmful and should be avoided. The author completely disregards how pornography affects the male psyche, which is a genuine concern. The author applies her own experiences as a woman in an effort to make the book relatable. This is not an excuse for writing sexist or misogynistic content, but it does help with authenticity and organic connection with the material. The author does not seem to differentiate between male and female addiction potential, which creates concerns about how the information might be received by men who regularly consume pornography. The narrative itself is straightforward enough that it can be read easily, yet the topics discussed, including addiction and pornography, are complex and deserve a more in-depth treatment. A more significant discussion of how men use pornography might have been helpful. Why NoFap is the most effective way to lose your addiction in 90 days. There are many reasons why people find themselves addicted to pornography. Some of these reasons are the lack of interest in their partner, a need for more excitement and novelty, or even the inability to be intimate with their partner. The best way to break an addiction is to work on the source of that addiction. That's why NoFap is so effective at helping people overcome their addictions in just 90 days. If the problem is a lack of self-worth, then work on that. If the problem is an issue with depression, then work on that. If the problem is bad habits or low self-esteem, then work on those issues and find your self-worth elsewhere. NoFap is the best way to break an addiction because it helps people find their self-worth. It leads them to think about other things and make other changes in their life that will help them improve their sense of well-being, which makes it easier for them to quit addictions that are causing problems. Says Robert Bartholomew, an expert on the psychology of addiction. Novelty is critical in breaking addictions, including those to smoking, alcohol, and drugs. A person has to find a new way of doing something in order to overcome the fear of what will happen if they stop doing it. If you just have one cigarette, instead of quitting cold turkey, try going out with friends and not smoking at all during the evening, says Bartholomew. A person won't be able to break their addiction until they are convinced that giving up the substance or activity will bring them benefits in their life. Why NoFap is such an effective tool for addiction recovery. NoFap is an online community that promotes and provides support for a healthy lifestyle. It is designed to help people abstain from pornography and masturbation. This is not a new concept, but it has recently been gaining traction due to the rise of social media. More and more people are starting to realize the adverse effects of excessive pornography consumption on their lives. This can lead to addiction, erectile dysfunction, anxiety, depression, and even death in some cases. NoFap has helped millions of people recover from these addictions by providing them with a supportive online community that also offers guidance on how to maintain their abstinence from porn or masturbation. How can I do it? If you've made the decision to take part in NoFap, there is a slight learning curve involved. It takes some practice to make this lifestyle change, so you'll have to be patient and stick with it for about 4 to 6 weeks before you start seeing significant improvement. There are many ways of getting through the difficult period without giving up. 1. Try to change your mindset. You may find yourself thinking, I just don't have the time/energy, or I'd feel so guilty if I did. Changing your mindset will help you realize that this is a worthwhile endeavor and that it's not too hard on yourself. 2. Practice mindfulness. You can put on some music, meditate, do yoga, or do anything else that helps you focus on the present moment without judging it. 5 ways NoFap can help with addiction recovery. NoFap is a website that aims to provide support to those who want to recover from addiction. It offers a range of resources and tools for people who are trying to abstain from porn or masturbation. NoFap is an online community that provides support and advice for those trying to recover from addiction. The website offers a range of resources, including videos, articles, and forums. The website also has an app that allows users to track their progress. The NoFap community has developed a set of tools that can help with addiction recoveries, such as the NoFap timer or the NoFap browser extension. There are many benefits associated with using these tools, but one major one is the ability for users to abstain from porn or masturbation for extended periods of time without getting horny or giving in to temptation. The benefits of using these tools are outlined in the reports on their usage. They are able to give users a sense of peace and control over their actions without having to rely on external circumstances or the opinions of others. This allows users to feel better about themselves and has a positive impact on their relationships as well. 3 proven ways how to never relapse again on NoFap. NoFap is a popular website for those who want to quit porn and masturbation. But quitting porn is not an easy task. It requires a lot of discipline and self-control. It's not about being perfect but about being consistent. NoFap has 3 proven ways to never relapse again. 1. Set your own personal goals. 2. Find the right support system. 3. Take it one day at a time. The ultimate guide to how NoFap can help you recover from any addiction. NoFap is a movement that has been gaining popularity in recent years. It is committed to abstaining from pornography and masturbation for a certain period of time. This movement has helped many people recover from their addiction to porn and other sexual addictions. The purpose of this article is to present NoFap as a possible solution to recovering from any addiction. It will also show how it can be used as a tool for motivation, which could lead to healthier habits and better self-esteem.